Welcome friends. This is again a very good question. It came in RMO, Mains, KVPY and NMTC. NMTC second level. It is radical under radical. It is radical under radical. We have done a similar kind of question in different fashion. So I will just conclude in that way first, and then I will teach you the another way. The other way is very important. That is related with the domain. So we'll discuss it later. Let me first do the first approach. So we know that the first step which we need to do is the squaring both sides. So when I will square both sides, it will give me 2 minus root x plus 2 is equal to x square. The next step is to shift this to the other side. So it will be 2 minus x square is equal to root x plus 2. And then again squaring both sides. So it will give 2 minus x square the whole square is equal to the square of this is x plus 2. And we know that here I can apply a minus b whole square identity. So that is 4 minus 4x square plus x power 4 is equal to x plus 2. And just arranging it, x power 4 minus 4x square minus x, 2 shifted, so plus 4 minus 2 is plus 2. And we have done enough question to crack this. We have done enough question to crack this quadratic equation or biquadratic. Again, there is no x cube term, so you can take it like x square plus ax plus b, x square minus ax plus c, and we have done enough question on this. But idea is not to take this question to solve in this manner. You can try with this, but here in order to the reason why I took this question is to make you understood something else, some other concept, and that probably you may be knowing because that is a prerequisite for your JEE also. That is domain. In inverse trigonometry topic, you would have learned about this domain and range, and at many other places, function and all that. So I am using the domain concept here. This is one way, but one understanding which I can give you that whenever you are squaring any radicals, here we have done 2 times. So whenever you are squaring any radical 2 times, we don't know algebraically, but mechanically it carries so many things. You may be knowing that in the end when you got some answer, then we used to cross check, okay, put the value of x and then cross check whether this is satisfied or not satisfied. Then we observe that some value does not satisfy. So that those are the extra baggage which we are carrying because of the squaring. So always try to avoid squaring. If you have to do squaring again and again, that means look for some other step, but we have a habit of doing in that way. So let us drop that. This is one step which you can do, but and okay, fine. So here I will let you know that why this is not correct. Why this is not. This is, I'm not saying this is wrong, but why it is giving erroneous results. For example, just check out value as 2. I'm just why I took 2. Because see, 9th standard concept, factors of absolute term 2 is 1 and 2, and there is no other term here. Coefficient of x power 4 is 1, so possible is 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So 1 is not possible. So if I check with 2, so see this 2 power 4. Let me just try this for you guys. So 2 power 4 minus 4 into 2 square minus 2 plus 2. So if you observe this, you are getting your answer. You are getting your answer. You are getting 0. This is 16 and this is 4 4s are 16. 16 minus 16 0 and this is 0. So you are getting your answer. So you will jump and you will say okay, 2 is one of the solution. But yes, put on x is equal to 2 here. Check out what will happen. If you put x is equal to 2 here, so it will be 2 minus 2 plus 2 4. 2 plus 2 4. Root 4 is 2. So 2 minus 2. So this side will become 0 and x is equal to 2. How come 0 will be equal to 2? So that means 2 is not a solution. 2 is not a solution. So that's why I told that when you are squaring the things again and again, then that means you are carrying extra baggage. Fine. I hope that this thing you don't know, but this used to happen. So here I will let you know some other approach and just be focused on that. That is again very important. And not just for this type of question, it could be for other similar kind of question. Fine. So what I am doing here, just try to understand. See, we are talking about real numbers. So this x plus 2 shouldn't be negative. So I can say that x plus 2 should be greater than or equal to 0. Fine, because this under root should be positive. again this under root is having some value and all, so obviously this x shouldn't be 0 because it is having an under root. So obviously again there is an under root, so this x shouldn't be 0, so x should be greater than or equal to 0. And then this complete, so 2 minus root x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Let me just work on this. So x plus 2 is less than or equal to 2. Just shifting inequality we are using. And squaring this, so x plus 2 is less than or equal to 4. Fine. So that is x is less than or equal to 2 and shifted. So I got this 2 and this. Fine. Now while attempting this question in the first method, by the first method, we observed that x is equal to 2 was not supporting the answer. Fine. So that means x is not equal to 2. Fine. Now clubbing this together, so ultimately x plus 2 greater than 0, greater than equal to 0, x greater than equal to 0. When you club this together, so this is of no use, that is simply x greater than equal to 0 takes care of this. Fine. Why? I'll just let you know, x greater than equal to minus 2, so on a number line it is minus 2, it is 0, so it is greater than equal to, so this is one solution, this is another solution, the combined will be this. That's why I just ignore this. So that means basically I can conclude finally that I have this and this. Now, can I put x is equal to 0? We can just check out quickly, x is equal to 0. So if I put x is equal to 0, because it is equal to also, so what will happen? 2 minus x is equal to 0, so 2 minus root 2 and the under root of that. Can this be equal to 0? No way. No way. So ultimately, x is also not equal to 0. So this is all, we have not yet started the question. We are just defining the domain for the value of x. So finally, x is less than equal to 2, x is greater than equal to 0, equal to gone both the way. So ultimately I can conclude that my x is this. My x is this. So this will give me the final case. So whatever the answer I am getting, I have to check in this range. Fine. So now we will start the question. So ultimately we have defined the domain of x in this particular question. Fine. Okay. So what I can do, I will put this root x plus 2 as y. I will put root x plus 2 as y. Substitution is the most important, the biggest tool of mathematics. So root x plus 2 is equal to y. So that gives me x plus 2 is equal to y square. Now what will happen here? Say 1, and what will happen here? 2 minus y is equal to x. Again squaring to this. I am not squaring the same term two times. It is different squaring and this complete is different. So make a note of this, otherwise we will say that it will happening same thing in the earlier step. It is not like that. So it is 2 minus y is equal to x square. Now this is equation 2. Look at 1 and 2. Fine. Can I do something here? Can I simply add the two equation or subtract the two equation? Fine. If I subtract this 2 gets cancelled. Let us try with the subtraction. 1 minus 2. So what will happen? 1 minus 2. So it is x plus 2 minus 2 minus y is equal to y square minus x square. So plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled. It is plus y and here it is x. So x plus y is equal to y square minus x square is reduced as y plus x into y minus x. Now, a very bad habit, we got tempted towards cancelling x plus y. Not the wrong approach, but make sure that this shouldn't happen always. This shouldn't happen always. So that is the second learning. First learning is of domain. Inequality is the second learning and this is the third learning which we have to understand in this particular question. So I am picking up those questions where you are getting so much of learning. Fine, don't worry about the okay, these are the weak exams, sir is talking. Otherwise earlier we took some questions like INMO level, RMO level and IMO level. So don't stuck with that we are appearing for JEE Mains, so there is no need to look for those kind of question. I am picking up the question depending upon the understanding you will gain, and yes, our base will be JEE Mains. So depending upon JEE Mains. Fine. So now make a note, or you can make asterisk over here that don't cancel this, because when you cancel this, you don't know about x, you don't know about y. So never ever do this step. So what's the step you can follow? So I'm just writing the other page. So y plus x times y minus x, and I will shift this to that side. When I will shift this to that side, so minus of x plus y or y plus x. This complete. So let us just treat it like this. So I am shifting it to the other side and equal to 0. Now I can take x plus y common. Fine. So I am taking x plus y common. I am taking x plus y common. So what I got is y minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now always remember, taking common is something which you can do anytime. Taking common is something which you can do anytime, which always simplifies the thing. So now the product of two terms is 0. So either first is 0 or second one is 0. Fine. So here what we are getting, x plus y is equal to 0. X is this. So let me just put down in place of x 2 minus y plus y is equal to 0. Fine. Let me put down the value 2 minus, okay, can I take the value of x because we have a domain for x. Fine, so what I can do, I will convert this in terms of x because we have domain for x, not for y. So what will be x, what will be y? Y will be root x plus 2. Fine, so x plus root x plus 2 is equal to 0. Fine. So let me just put down like this, x plus 2 is equal to minus x, squaring both sides. First of all, looking at this itself, you can conclude that this is not possible. This is not possible. You can look at this anyway, but we will solve this. Squaring both sides, so x plus 2 is equal to minus x square is x square. Fine. So we can solve this quadratic, x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Roots and all that. I guess x minus 2 and x plus 1 is a split we are getting. So we are getting x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 2. Neither of this comes here. That's why I told that will not work out. Neither of this comes here. Equal to 2 not possible. Minus 1 is not in this range. So that means I can conclude that this won't be my case. This won't be my case. Fine. So let me jump to the next possible case. So it's y minus x minus 1. So y is what? Root x plus 2 minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So root x plus 2 shifted, x plus 1 shifted. So x plus 1 squaring, x plus 2 is equal to x plus 1 whole square. And x plus 2 is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1, x square plus x, shifting that side, minus 1 is equal to 0. And whenever you come across this, kind of question, so always remember one thing, that you will get a golden ratio. I will let you know golden ratio. In one of the numerical we got the golden ratio. Let us just continue with that. You will get a golden ratio here. How? I am just using the quadratic formula. So what is that quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So that is 2. So it gives me minus 1 plus or minus 1 plus 4, that is 5 upon 2. So that is something I am getting, minus 1 plus or minus root 5 upon 2. Now see, my x is positive. My x is positive. So this minus 1 minus root 5 has gone. Minus 1 minus root 5 has gone. So my answer for this question is this. And this is known as golden ratio. This is known as golden ratio. Root 5 minus 1 upon 2 is my final answer for this question. Hope this is fine. It's a little difficult. If you want, you can put down this value here to confirm your answer, but it will satisfy. It will satisfy. Fine. So the earlier method, the first method which I taught you, is something you would have followed from last so many questions, but here something different, the domain approach I taught you. Hope this is fine. So we'll come across some more questions like this if I found relevant to your competitive exam. Till that time, thank you very much.